Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I just realized while that was counting down that I never even we've been on for like 30 minutes talking. I never even opened up my freaking timers. Would it be a Sunday if I didn't forget something?
Hey, at least you remembered to go live.
This is true. Oh, goodness. Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself in case anyone new on the live or replay?
Okay, I'm Jayce Maxwell, author of Urban Fantasy, editor for Rose City Editing at rosecityediting.com. I do gaming and writing things on my channel, both YouTube and Twitch. That's what it's called. And today I will be working on Will Meyer's Virtual Diary Part 2, which Part 1 was my entry for the Pride and Prejudice audio anthology, because I am making it a series.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. And if you're here, if you know me, if you don't, welcome, Halito. My name is Amber Crafts. I write paranormal romance. You can find my first 2 books on Amazon in paper and Kindle form, and the first book is in Audible as well. So I think I remembered to have all that stuff down. If I didn't, somebody tell me that if there's nothing in the description, and I will fix that. But I think I did that for all of July already. Let's see what I'm going to work on. I was talking to Jayce, and after the fantasy fiction book and now this mystery book, I think I'm honestly going to quit writing stories right now and start focusing on what these 2 books says, and then follow it up by going back and doing Save the Cat and Romancing the Beat, and add those and make one big my brain is mush for not forgetful storyline to not screw myself over for book 4. Because I keep telling y'all, book 4, you go to another world, and I need to make sure everything is right before we go there so I don't screw shit up. So there's that. Alright, well, I'll go through what everybody is here and doing. Let me know if you haven't, what you're working on today. Spence was first. Hello, happy first. And the Dawdling Rider, love you. And Miss Jennifer popped in, good morning. And it wouldn't be a stream without the Tugwaddle. Hello, hello. Mallory, thanks for coming. Good whatever time zone everybody's in. I like that. And how is everybody doing?
It's one of the new greetings is happy time zones.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think since the pandemic has started and people are online more, like talking to people all over the world just a lot more, they're realizing that, oh yeah, good morning is not a thing when everyone else is on the other side of the planet.
Very true. Alright, Spence says, I feel like overworked pastry today. Of course you would use a pastry reference, but ready and determined to get shit done. Yaza with the ducks that I love. Hello, hello. And Sage, good morning, love. Let me know if you can be on. I'll send you the link. Yeah. Let me get the timer started first off. I need to go to that. So, I think, I know I talked about the Twitch stream and stuff last week. I think, what would be, I guess my question, those of you who go to Twitch and do the Twitch sphere, which day would be better for you guys? Monday or a Wednesday to go over to Twitch for my streams? Because I think those are going to be one of the 2 days that I either A, have the most energy, or B, am like over the weekend ready to like get stuff done.
What time?
I don't know yet. We're working on days first.
So like after work time?
Yeah, it would be, I don't want to like push myself to like try to get home and get it done in case I'm running late or something. So I'm thinking probably 8 my time, so 9 Eastern. And I would just go for, I'm not sure whether I'd go for an hour or an hour or two yet. Um, Probably like hour and a half to two. Um, so
Yay, Spence!
awesome, girlfriend.
And hello to CB and Rosalind. Hello.
Yep. I was like, going backwards. I'm sorry you're not feeling good, but if you want to fade into the background, I understand that too. And Miss Rose and CB, hello, hello, loves. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like either a Monday or a Wednesday around 8. It's just gonna be kind of like Kat's just kind of laid back, you know, writing and talking and just getting stuff done. I don't know that I'd do timers. Um, where we're quiet the whole time. I just want to just kind of everybody work and talk at the same time. Not sure even of my format yet. I've been working on my overlay and I put a few little rewards or whatever for the tokens. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts at the moment. So let me know which day.
Yes, I know, YouTube, that Amber is live. I
Hey,
have it open.
at least it gave you a notification. That is not always a thing.
Yeah, even though I'm in Eastern time zone, I understand CB because that is also the middle of my night.
Yeah, but say yeah, you're kind of working on a different time than everybody.
Well, I'm pretty much working on British time.
Yeah, and I kind of wish I had, kind of a at home job or something like that. But
It
yeah,
is fine. There are too
it's
many of
fine.
us that want to stream early afternoon
Yeah,
Eastern time, and it's just like, but
yeah,
I want to stream.
yeah. So you feel bad if you stream over somebody and like, but it's the only time you have available, so you want to understand that. I've been trying to like create an overlay and do Twitch since Cat first got on Twitch. Um, I think I finally got it sort of figured out, watching enough videos and stuff. Um,
One thing that makes overlay really hard is getting it lined up and cropped correctly.
hmm I figure I'll just put it on and see what happens, and we'll just go through this shitstorm live on Twitch. It's fine. You could possibly do Monday. Yeah, if it's like no, you're fine. I'm just curious those that do Twitch all the time. Like I know Spence jumps on and Sage and all of them. So I didn't know if there was a day that works better for anybody. It's perfectly fine. Um, I just want to get over there while they're opening it up more for writers and things. And yeah, I'll always still do my Sunday streams. That's not going to change on here. But okay. So we'll go ahead and start this first sprint. If I don't drop my flakes. Okay. All right. We'll get this first sprint going in 3, 2, 1, go!
Boom.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right, how do we do? What do we do?
Well, there is a simmer that I have been following for longer than I've been on AuthorTube, and it's her birthday today, so I went over to her channel because she's streaming right now and wished her happy birthday.
Yay. That's cool. She shares a birthday with my stepdad, who I also wished happy birthday to.
7-Eleven.
I love that. You're on grandpa time.
See my response?
Ah, you almost beat Devin. You gotta already have it and like hit it 2 seconds before to beat him, I swear to God. Because they're all the same time, but you just didn't hit enter in time. I got 42 of these questions typed up, so a little more than halfway done typing them up. I think what I'm going to do, instead of using the character sheets I already have, is take those sheets and put them into here. And that way I can go back and I'm going to use my books to answer the questions and put the info in there and then compare it to the notes I have to see how far behind I was.
How do I...
Ricky Sambora's birthday? I'm not sure who that is.
I opened something up and it just went and I couldn't pause it or mute
it. Spencer got some client work and mom stuff done. CB came in with 206 words. Nice. And there's a puppy whining in the background. But I just took her out, so not sure why she's whining. Other than she likes to whine. It is. Alexa just confirmed it. I'm sure that's somebody I should know, but I don't know names very well. I could probably put up their face and say, oh yeah. But knowing CB is somebody Marvel. Am I right? If I ever have any question Marvel stuff, at least I know who to come to. Because CB
Truth.
all the info. If you're ever writing anything Marvel or fanfic, you need a question answered, come to CB. They're the best at that. Oh, okay, I was wrong for once. Used to be a guitarist in Bon Jovi. Okay. That would be why I don't know, because I don't know who plays in bands. If it's not typo negative, I don't know. The only reason I know all of them is because I went to the concerts and stuff, and like was obsessed with them for a little while. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like with me doing all of this, I will definitely, I guess, just have a book come out every other year for the time being. Because, like I was telling Jayce, moving pretty much took all my editing money for book 3. So, I still need to do my first round of edits myself. I do know that, and I'll work on that this year. And then as soon as income tax comes, hopefully I'll have everything figured out enough and edited enough that since Jayce has done book 2, he'll be like, oh, yeah, I know this. I know what's going on. Although it's an entirely different person and book. The Ether is really the only person that is in this book from the previous books. But yeah, I want to find a book on, and I don't know if it'd be a genre style book or just a book specifically on this, but like, I feel like in book 3, I'm going to need the most help on writing the battle scene. Like, putting everybody in the right place and make it flow well. And getting the pacing on that done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? I'm sure I said something. What?
It's not my my forte.
I know.
Battle scenes are not.
No, but that's
Character
just at
arcs,
the end.
drama, dialogue. Yes, battle scenes.
Yeah. No, that's just like the end scene. The whole book is the whole process to get to the battle scene. But yeah, that's just one chapter, basically. The rest of it you could help on. Jeez. Um, but yeah, this is actually, since nobody technically has read the original book one, Unknown Revenge. Um, this is book three as a character from that book, and that book's a trash heap of no real plot. So not a good one anyway. Plus, it doesn't even fit into all this now, really. That one's going to be redone. So, which is kind of weird because it's the whole premise of like how this started and how it will end is these three siblings. So it'll be nice to, since that book one's already written. Once I get book three out, I'll have a better idea.
Did you just go super southern and say it's already been writ?
Yeah, already been written. Yeah, I did.
I was like, damn, that is
well, okay,
deep south.
So I was gonna say it's already been wrote, and I was like, is that written, wrote? Like I kind of like stopped myself and questioned myself at the same time. Written, wrote, whatever. I'm an author.
Oh no, written is correct.
I know, but I was gonna say wrote, and then I like my brain knew I should say written, I think, and so I just kind of stopped at writ.
No, I just wanted to razz you on using the ultra southern word.
Yeah, we know this. I know words well. English. I'm not from Tennessee. There's no hillbilly in there. There's no hills in Mississippi. But yes, I identify with that statement very well. Yes, I do. I admit it.
Well, you know my stance on it. I don't hate it because I instructed you to ramp it up for certain characters in your book. Because they were living in the freaking Appalachians, they should be speaking hillbilly.
But they're not normal characters. They're paranormal characters, so they've lived through all of that.
How long have they been living there? How old are they?
Yeah, but they've been other places.
That shit sinks in when you've been in a certain place for so long.
Which is funny because when I redo the original book one, you're gonna have to help me like put more in. I already know because they're all gods, but they gotta fit in, and that was part of like the character problems of that book. It's like, how proper are they when they've really lived there forever? Like, shit, really? Yeah. Like I said, it's got a basic plot, but it's not very great. We'll go with that.
Hillbilly nymphs.
That sounds like something not like.
That sounds like a porno.
Humanoids are really good at blending in with the locals. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the South. We're too busy worrying about making our own sweet tea and moonshine and picking on other people to really pay attention to who else is around if you're not in our line of sights. Yeah, pretty much. And on that note of being picked on, time. All right. So yeah, I want to get some stuff done today, and I know Jayce is just doing so much today. So
except I did nothing productive that last sprint except talk to people.
Well, now here's your chance.
Yes, this is my chance.
All right, we get this one going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Ding, 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 with the trolley. Clang, 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 with the bell.
Okay, Grandpa Jayce it is.
And you expect that not to show your Grandpa Jayce this.
I'm just saying that's got to be like great Grandpa Jayce right now, because that's like vaudeville. We went all the way back to vaudeville.
That would be great grandma Jayce with that song.
Oh my! Wow. And on that note, hello, Curious. Hello, Jordan. Oh my God. If you're asking us, yes, we know Lauren and Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it Lauren or Nikki that were on with us at one time? I can't remember which one we had on. Actually, they were kind of both on.
So technically, they're both always together, pretty much. But Lauren's been on multiple times, once or twice, maybe 3.
Yeah, I helped them with the launch of their podcast.
Nice. Oh, and how are you today, Charlie?
I
didn't realize that was the stumper.
I had one of those days yesterday where I didn't feel like doing anything, so I did everything. Like I'm trying to get ready for the Vela launch because I procrastinated because I was like, who knows if it's ever going to happen? And then they're like, next week, and I'm like, wait, what? Yay!
But it's like July, so.
Well, yeah. So I started working on stuff, and then I was like, well, I got some time because they originally said mid to late July, and I didn't realize by mid-July they meant literally right in the middle because it's Amazon. Yeah.
I'm going to be so far behind with that. Because how many chapters do you need to have ready to go? 5 ready? Okay, 5. That's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, so I'm still nowhere near ready.
Yeah, it's still going to be a long time for me.
Well, I wanted to have all 3 of my projects ready for launch, and that is not going to happen probably. One is still with the editors, and I'm hoping that that's a good sign that she's just reading it over and over and over again. Or I'm trying to think happy thoughts and that things aren't going badly in the Lamoureux house. But yeah, and the other one I haven't even started editing yet. Like I've got like 16 chapters written in it, but I have not done a single pass-through edit, even for minor spelling mistakes yet. So,
yeah, I want to jump on Raid, but I have another client that keeps saying, "Hey, how about this book? How about this book? How about this book?" And it's like, I appreciate the confidence in my abilities. Thank you.
Oh no! I'm not like. It's more on me, like because they were saying like mid to late year, and so I was like, I don't know, whenever you get around to it. And so I was taking a very lackadaisical approach to this whole thing because it's Amazon, and when Amazon says they're going to do something, eventually, maybe.
Well, I think I'm going to bump Raid up before book 4 of this other series, just because. She's got 3 books worth of developmental edits, so she can. She will be able to wait a couple of weeks.
I also haven't gotten like any of the marketing stuff. I hadn't done not any. I hadn't done all of the marketing stuff that I wanted to get done. I'm still not going to be able to do a full like rollout for the first story, but I will do more of that for the second and the third. So in a way, it's kind of a blessing that the other 2 aren't ready, because I'll actually be able to, hype them up and get them, do all that stuff that you should do before something comes out.
Oh, and we had a question for you, since you seem to be our resident Vela expert.
Yeah.
As much as there can be one. Is the min-max on chapters, is it 600, 8,000?
It's 600, 5,000.
5,000, okay.
Yeah, it's 600 words minimum, 5,000 words max. And they have confirmed that as long as your individual chapters are behind a paywall, then they can be other places. Specifically in question 2, can you give them out to your patrons?
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're not available free for people, there, that's fine. They have specifically answered that question. And the one that raised me the most was if you do a collection through KDP, you can enroll that collection in KDP Select and get it in Kindle Unlimited, which surprises me because their rules are very clear that it can't be available elsewhere for that, But,
Yeah, that's why I took the first book off of Audible.
I'm so sorry, Carrie, but that's funny.
That is. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh,
I mean,
hey,
you got
Carrie.
under your bag, but
at least you missed your computer.
Yeah.
Hello,
That would be
HK.
I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't I don't know what we were talking about here with the Meet Me in St. Louis.
That's what the song was from.
Oh. I thought she was talking about Meet Me, not just like the song. Okay. Like, I'm so confused.
Oh yeah, they're arranging hookups in chat.
That does sound like something that might eventually happen in my chat.
Welcome to Grindr.
And then Jordan was asking, "You're in the bedroom. Why are you texting me? Jesus Christ." Jordan was asking, "Is anyone here? Can they give thoughts of the Lord of the Rings?" I'm guessing. It's just the. I'm very confused on this question. Thought of the rings.
He clarified a little more in the next one.
Yeah, that's what I think. Lord of the Rings. My phone. I swear.
I am. Let me put it to you this way: somebody made the mistake of putting a question in my stream the other day of what happened to the orcs after the first fall of Sauron, and I may have gone on for about 35 minutes.
Just say, I know we all have our
history of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
I keep a copy of the Silmarillion next to me, and I often call it the Bible.
So I think we're at different levels here.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So let's see, how did everybody do? I got my thing typed up. Since my mom distracted me from quiet work with a camping menu talk.
I added 7 words.
CB heated over leftover pizza for dinner and making a video of me playing Mario Kart with my new tablet cushion. Nice. And we know what Carrie did. All right. All hail the Mexican Queen. I love that. I love that we're all like, so we watch each other's streams and stuff so we know the ins and outs. I guess I gotta go no cam. There you go. You can change. No, I haven't watched TikTok yet. I'll look at it in a minute.
I feel like I'm going to have to dedicate one of my World Anvil worlds just to the lore that we've been generating on my stream.
The author tube lore.
Oh no, just for all of the lore that's on the streams. Like, we have named creatures and things. Like, it's like
Has the creature that I sent you the other day joined the roster?
Not yet, but soon probably. We've started naming plot bunnies.
Because what was that? It was the Necro Hamster.
The Necro Hamster definitely needs to be a part of this, but like we've literally started giving names to the plot bunnies, and like I've been thinking about hiring Caitlin to do some pictures of the various plot bunnies, just because.
Well, if
I'm
you're
telling
taking
you,
notes,
we've got a garden of bunnies.
if you're taking notes, the Necro Hamster does not revive dead people; it revives dead topics.
Yep.
We haven't talked about that in forever. Thank you,
Oh
Necro
my
Hamster.
I feel like we should all just have like a sketch done of like all the bunnies in our garden right now. There'd be like no vegetables left.
Oh my goodness. The hubby is desperately trying to grow things, which is like the cutest thing ever. And he's just like, it said this was bok choy. It doesn't look like bok choy, but I have faith that they sent the right seeds.
And if
Yes,
it's
all of the
not,
tacos. Granted, Marcus and them have an entire Discord dedicated to the sock gnomes.
do they really?
Yep.
I know this feeling. That's anytime I try to talk to my mom. Yeah. It's gone through Google at least 4 times. At least.
I was going to recommend a video, and then I remembered it was on Unis Honest, and that channel doesn't exist anymore.
No, it does not. Speaking of things that should not be, I got a copy of Tailspire, and I'm debating whether or not I'm going to continue being productive and a good person and getting work done today, or if I'm going to just start building worlds in that. For anybody who's never heard of it, because I hadn't heard of it, Tailspire is a online virtual tabletop for role-playing games that literally is like an old school connector set. So you just build the sets, all of your players get pieces, and you can literally move around and play like a video game. You can click the dice that you need to roll and then throw them at the board, and it will roll them and add them up for you, or do whatever you need done. It is a really, really pretty game. And I've been wanting to do role-playing games on my stream, and I was like, dude, it would be so pretty, like, because it would give people something to watch on top of something to listen to. So your players can either join in and move their pieces for themselves, or the GM can move all of the pieces.
I've been wanting to be in more role-playing games.
So
I don't know what's more scarier, the fact that I knew the website and you didn't, or the fact that you haven't already been on it, played it, and know all about it.
I have read every single bit of the documentation for it, and I've started playing around with it. I'm concerned about building anything like too permanent in it yet, just because it's still in early access, and that means at any time, they could change everything and you not be able to load your saves. But I'm thinking of setting up some one-shots to play in there.
Can I just say off topic? I like that your system's not complex. You run for 6 weeks, you vote for a president.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's all they should be able to get. 6 weeks.
I don't like that we have you run for 4 years and then we continue arguing about it for years afterwards. No.
Well, to be fair, that's not usually the way that works.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
And also,
Tony Stark, as rich as he is, probably could run as third party. but you have to be absolutely fucking loaded to do that.
I was just trying to think if there was a storyline where Tony actually became president, because I know a lot of the Marvel characters do have stories like that. President Loki, by the way, absolute favorite of them. Norman Osborn was also a fun run, because that's where you get the Dark Avengers, but when Loki became president, that oh yeah. Yes, that.
And jumping what are the, not systems, brands or whatever. Lex Luthor also was president.
I was just thinking, because Tony Stark does a lot of political things, but I don't remember him ever running for president in comics.
I was gonna say, the most basic way to describe it is you have somebody say that they're gonna run. They do a lot of like interview questions, debate things, and they do a primary, and then they do another debate, and then they
You're forgetting the most important part of American politics, where we watch them eat corn dogs and judge them by what they put on their hot dogs.
I'm going straight politics. This is how it works, not what we do as stupid Americans, like judging people on their hot dog eating.
CBS confused on the order of elections. Primaries.
Yeah, you have primaries in I think it's like 6 months before the actual election.
Yeah. And the primaries is where you vote, where each party votes between the people that are running for to be candidate of that party. So all the Democrats are running against each other, all the Republicans are running against each other, and the primaries go state by state, and they decide who is going to be their candidate.
Yeah. Like you could have 3 or 4 Democrats that want to run, and then the primaries, you vote between those 3 or 4, and then that's how you get the one for the final debate and running and all that.
And Iowa goes first, period.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway,
it's the middle of the country.
If Iowa does not go first, there is hell to pay. Michigan.
Well, actually,
a couple election cycles ago, Michigan tried to jump the gun and move theirs up so they could be more important in the have more say in the election, and I think they got freaking docked a bunch of shit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Iowa was the first state in the union to have same-sex marriage.
True.
It was by accident, but they tripped into a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So the DNC is the Democratic, the RNC is the Republican National Convention, and that's basically where all your funding and who says this is our candidate and all that kind of goes from. Since Rose brought that up, because that is important too.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have all of the third parties that nobody cares about.
Yeah.
Which goes to prove, because we say third party and we have like 20 registered nationally, but we just whatever, those other people. The also rants.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's I guess that's the easiest way to throw it in a nutshell and dumb it down into this is the important parts without all the your candidate, my candidate, who likes who crap, because I don't want to get into that here, but that's kind of how that goes politically.
And then we have the entire system that was designed to make sure that only rich white people got their say, such as the Electoral College, which makes no sense.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing outside of the election. That's
well, yeah, but if she's doing a presidential election,
yeah.
Ross Perot was a whole different kettle of crazy.
Oh, yeah. Can I finish? You gotta let me finish. For anybody old enough, that's really funny.
It was.
That was.
You have to be old enough to remember Ross Perot in the debates.
Ross Perot
was the only thing he said.
His own cup of tea. Even without the debates, he's his own cup of tea, dude. Not one I want.
The fact that his vice presidential candidate was literally this senile, doddering old man who had this grand military title, who they would just wheel out onto stage, and he'd be like, "I don't know where I am. Stuff's happening."
Did they ever find out who was marionetting the Ross Perot puppet?
No. I feel like it's the same guy who did Madam. Because it looks like his art style.
Oh my god. And on another topic, I love you, Spence. Your mom and my mom need to get together so they leave us alone. She gets an idea in her head and stubbornly sticks to it being the right idea, aka she's right. But just because, much like me, because I'm an internet goblin, also Google things first, but she doesn't understand that step. My mom, if it's not on Facebook, my mom doesn't believe it, which is horrible. Carrie says, I couldn't get a hold of the housekeeping guy, so I was running back and forth to the bathroom, grabbing handfuls of paper towels. Yeah. I try and keep napkins or washcloth or something since last time I spilled something with coffee and it killed everything. Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, maybe not that.
I vaguely remember learning about this stuff in school, but that was a long time ago, yeah. To win the election, they need 270 electoral college votes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's similar to our parliament system, but that is pretty much where the similarities end. Yeah. I wish ours was more like you guys. I keep a bandana next to my bed for that reason. Yeah.
I don't know if they still have it up or not, but 538 usually has an interactive map where you can click state by state and it just tallies things up for you, or you can make like your own like pretend electoral college map. I don't know if it's still up. If they may have taken it down because we're a couple years away from the next election, but that might help you so you don't have to do all the math yourself. There are a couple places. There might be other places that do it where you can just like click on the states and assign them to different people.
And if you want to get really accurate, you can go and look up like historical maps and find out which states are typically red and which ones are typically blue to determine who would be voting for Tony and against Tony.
Yeah. All right.
Huh? What was that?
We have a wild Charlie in our sight.
What was that? No, I got a message from on my screen that said it looks like your camera has been disconnected, and then apparently it reconnected. And like, okay, we'll just turn it back on for you. Like, what? What? What?
I didn't mean to. No.
Amber, did you turn on Charlie's camera?
Oh, that would be a power that I'm glad they don't give us.
I know, right? That would be horrible. Horrible. Oh, God. I wish I could, though. I fuck people up that way. What are you doing? Let's see. Charlie would abuse that one.
I abuse everything, all things, all the time, ever.
Oh, God. Like
Especially
when we have to... Especially what?
Especially my own brain.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have no idea how much cursed stuff it gets exposed to.
He tries to persuade Pepper, but she refuses.
I would vote for Pepper Potts for president.
Yes. That would be amazing.
Not Goop Lady, but Pepper Potts. I would vote for Pepper Potts.
It's the shiny suit. That's what's in it. It's a shiny suit.
I'm just excited for the Captain Carter What If episode that they announced, because if you haven't seen it yet, if you go to Marvel's YouTube channel, they put out the trailer for the new What If series that's coming out in August. And one of the shorts in there is based, at least inspired by one of the comics, where Peggy Carter gets the super serum instead of Steve Rogers. And Steve gets this like steampunk inspired Iron Man suit built for him. And the two of them go out as crime fighters together. And yay, Peggy. Yay, Peggy. Yes, yes. And they brought the same actress back. to voice Peggy.
No, it's already going. What the hell? No.
I can't hear the name Peggy without thinking of that. Was it a Capital One commercial?
Yeah.
The Russian guy. Hello, this is Peggy.
Peggy will always be married with children. Always.
I either get back between Peg and I would love to have one, por favor. Because Peggy Hill, I'm a bit. I have a problem with my King of the Hill.
I didn't even think about that was her name. I do love King of the Hill. True. All right, let's get one more going.
I was going to say, there's always Family Guy.
See, I don't watch that.
Sodomy.
Oh my god, that TikTok you sent me the other day. Oh my god.
I sent it to Charlie too.
Yes, you did.
I'm like laying next to Kira and I play it. I'm like, what? Stop. Warned me.
Did Kira crack up?
No, I stopped it before she was watching TikTok. It was like, oh crap. All right, let's get our final.
Just one last thing, since we're on the Iron Man for President thing. Can we just have Jarvis for president? I mean, he runs Tony Stark's life. Like, if Pepper's not going to run, can we at least have Jarvis for president?
Or at least VP.
All hail our robot overlords.
I mean, to be fair, we have had a robot VP that actually ran things, so.
Technically, he was a cyborg.
Yeah, I'm not even going to touch that one. No, I'm good.
I know Jarvis would be ineligible. I'm just saying.
Oh, he could bring in all the laws to make him ineligible.
Though technically, we don't really have standards for cabinet secretaries, so.
This is true.
He could definitely be in the cabinet.
All right.
Sage, my sip from another rib. Okay, sorry. You can do the timer now.
They've been here the whole time. Just lurking. Not feeling good.
Oh, no.
Alright, we'll get this last one going in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, not the last one, but the last full 20.
Boom.
Bam! How did we do? What did we do? Da-da-da-da-da.
I wrote a little bit and got sidetracked a lot.
Working on a super secret, stupid project that doesn't really matter, but I decided to do it because I thought it would be fun. It's taking less time than I thought it would, but it's still taking more time than I want it to. But I've gotten 2 of them done, and I'm committed to do at least 3 more. Sunk cost fallacy.
And I did send you something, Charlie, on Instagram. It's a t-shirt that I think you'll want.
So I'm reading the mystery book because it's got like 40 something chapters. I want to know what this is now.
I do want. It's a shirt of the Golden Girls, and so over Dorothy it says savage, under Rose it says classy, over Blanche it says boogie, and under Sophia it says ratchet.
It's bougie.
Oh, so yeah, it is bougie. I'm sorry, that's bougie. Oh my goodness. Yes.
I think I like Ratchet for her better.
No, Sophia is definitely Ratchet.
Sophia is definitely Ratchet, yeah. Oh Lord. Me want.
So no, I was reading on chapter 9 where it was talking about protagonists versus main characters. And since CB is here, I wanted to say it uses Tony Stark, Pepper Potts as like Tony Stark is the protagonist and the main character is Pepper. So I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, I'm reading that. Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I'm just in this weird place where I had an idea of how I could do a thing, and it turned into, oh, I could do that, so I must do that. And so,
well, I spent the first 10 minutes talking to Kira about what we were going to do, and since we're going to be gone all weekend next weekend, and I'm not going to get any work done, so I was like, I really need to work today. I need to make the most out of this week. So, and then I read a chapter and a half. CB says, I'm compiling a spreadsheet for the Electoral College right now, and thanking my lucky stars that my cousin learned the 50 states that rhyme and taught me it a number of years ago. Just do Wacko's crazy 50 states song.
Oh yeah, it was. I was thinking of Yakko's countries of the world song.
Yeah, countries of the world.
Yeah.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, and Cuba.
I think we found another karaoke song for you.
I thought the one that I sent you to is my next karaoke song.
Oh, sweet.
Should have saved that one for Pride Month.
Cowboy butt Cowboy butt sex.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I got a really weird but crazy... I know nobody here probably watches, but y'all have got to go see. Last night, my boyfriend was watching the UFC fight, and have y'all seen what Conor McGregor did to his leg? Jesus Christ, it's gruesome, and I love it. He wasn't kicking nobody. He wasn't doing anything. The asshole just stepped backwards and his leg went snap.
Oh, wow! It was so epic that your voice had to echo. That was kind of awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but like he just stepped back and the shit goes. We
watched the Black Widow movie.
Is it good? I want to see it so bad.
I am super angry that this did not start back with Iron Man. Like, I want more. I want so many more. And I'm pretty sure, at least with Scarlett Johansson, this is probably the only one we're going to get. I mean, there are ways that they could fit them in through timey-wiminess if they wanted to, but...
So is it based on more after her time with them or before?
It takes place between Civil War and Infinity War.
Okay. Because it kind of confused me, the credit or the trailers.
It literally picks up with her right after the fight at the airport in Civil War.
Okay.
And moves on from there. And I really liked the characters. I liked the characters a lot, especially with the passing of the torch to the new Black Widow, which we all knew that that's what this movie was going to be. I like her a lot too. So that's exciting. And there is an after credit scene, so that I don't want to spoil.
Please don't. I want to see it so bad.
But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. There is a fight that takes place in free fall that I swear they made just to shove all the middle fingers in Tom Cruise's face. Like, this is the fight scene that they've tried to do in like 3 Mission Impossible movies, but this is what it should have been like. Like, yeah, this one.
I wanted to say this. I remember this episode, but I think it's also funny that they're talking about making DC a state. So he might not be wrong after a while, because if DC becomes a state, then why can't we make like Puerto Rico a state?
Both Puerto Rico and DC have put in their petitions for statehood.
Yeah, and then what about Guam? Like, it's just there might eventually be, and he might be right.
He might be psychic.
Jayce talking about he protected stuff he used to write 20 years ago. That might end up being right. Who knows? Because that'd be 53 right there.
Yep. And we should at least figure out what we're going to do with Samoa, because we can't like continue to have control over them, but then say they're not citizens. Like,
well, how long have we done it with Puerto Rico?
No, Puerto Ricans are still citizens. So we just give Samoans all of the responsibilities, but literally not even any of the rights. Like, they have to have a passport to come to the United States.
True, because at least with Puerto Rico, they do have somebody in the Senate and the House. They just have no voting power, which is stupid.
Colonialism.
Yeah, I thought of something, and then I realized what I was thinking, and I was like, oh, shit. I was thinking, yeah, we have to make sure that the number of states stays higher than the number of presidents, and then I just realized, wait a second, that's colonialism.
Yep.
That's Manifest Destiny.
Yep.
Eventually...
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that. But I don't know if anybody saw, but the Battle of Charlottesville has finally been won, and everything that the big fight was about that Heather Heyer died during was actually accomplished yesterday with giant cranes and moving trucks. Both of them, both Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson, were moved off their pedestals.
Where did they end up putting them?
I do believe that they're moving them to one of the local museums. They're putting them in storage right now because they have been getting threats by certain militias.
Yeah.
So I think they're currently in an undisclosed location. Because that's America now.
Last time I heard anything about them, they were trying to decide whether they were going to move them to a museum or a park. Like, because some people were saying, well, they still need to be displayed. Just move them to a park. It's like, do you know how much it would take to do that?
I just don't know why we should display statues of traitors. I don't understand.
Well, a museum of bad ideas is not unheard of.
This is true.
I can think of quite a few people. No, wait, no. I reject this because, like, there'd be an entire wing dedicated to my family. No. No.
Maybe it's just too different for me to think, but like I don't believe there should be statues of people, period. If you want people to learn about things, you can make statues of inventions that have helped humankind, so people actually read that shit and learn. It's like open their mind, because things are good. People are good and bad. So like you're always gonna have some kind of controversy, even over fucking Mother Teresa or something.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on Mother Teresa. She was a monster. Anyway,
exactly. There's good and bad with every person. Good and bad in
everybody. But yeah, every time I see a statue when I'm out in public, I just think of the story of William Tell, and bow to the hat of the Duke, and like how undemocratic to have like people on pedestals. Like it just I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
I mean, moments in time or something like the soldiers putting the flag up, that's okay. But just normal statues of a normal person will always have controversy.
Yep.
I mean, and I say like things aren't bad, but I mean there was like the Traitors block that got moved. There are some things that are bad because they're bad points in history, but you just have to find things to make statues that would like teach people and have nothing bad's ever been connected to them.
Like even the Statue of Liberty was given to America as a slap in the face because we were supposed to be the land of liberty, and they were like, haha, you have slaves. So if you actually look at the foot of the Statue of Liberty, she's shackled like a slave.
Yeah.
She has broken slave shackles at her ankles. And she's built to face France.
Yep.
Now, see, if they're gonna do a museum of bad ideas and have like the statue of Robert E. Lee in there, have him holding like a shake weight, and have the other one with like a Flowbee.
I am here for this. My mom tried to buy a Flowbee, and I that may be the biggest tantrum I ever threw as a child. Like, no, that is not what you're doing. No, you are not vacuuming the hair off my head. No.
Two things I will never understand how it ended up being made and passed the patent office. Like, really?
How did the shake weight commercials get passed?
Oh my god!
Because watching people use that is just sexual.
Yes. Honestly, I think it was because that coming out was at the birth of people having dirty minds all the time. Like, we were at the brink of wholesome and fuck, this is sexual. Like,
see, my problem is I've been a part of various freak subcultures for so long. I don't remember a time where people were wholesome in that way. Like, it's always been the dirty minds.
I mean, like, as a society, what was viewed was more like widely wholesome or not. I mean, hell, we still have arguments about how many cuss words you can use on a TV show. I mean,
right? The XFL. What in the world was the XFL? Right? Yes. Yes. Definitely. I agree with your list.
And Crystal Pepsi.
What the hell were they thinking? Like, yeah. Like, at least with New Coke, it was a marketing ploy where they got people so mad at it that when they changed the recipe and brought back Coke Classic, which isn't Coke Classic, it's a new formulation that they knew that people wouldn't take if they tasted them side by side. So they built in a buffer that they knew people wouldn't like. Like, at least New Coke makes sense as weird marketing, right? Like, we're going to make you really mad at us so you can be happy at us again when we don't do the thing that you want. Yay! But Crystal Pepsi, why?
Yeah, they're having.
It's like that Dr. Pepper flavor that was like spicy Dr. Pepper, and it's like, who wants to drink lava? Like, what? Who is this for?
Dude, they're coming out with so many flavors of sodas that I like all the Sprite flavors. It's already a lemon lime flavor. Why would you throw more lime in the bitch? Like,
Oh, I forgot about the bump it.
oh God, yeah.
The little thing you put in your hair to make the bump.
Yes.
Yeah, let's make ourselves look 50s again. That was I could make a list a mile long of the things
Olestra.
that happened.
I've never seen so many people running clenched buttocks in my life than when a Lester happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, one of these days when I have money and can hire a bunch of people to go do surveys, I'm going to interview like females of my generation and go, why did you need to have that weird unicorn bump? Why did you need a pom-pom on the top of your head when you were in school? What drove you to this?
As far as I know, I have not found cucumber Sprite here.
That sounds amazing.
That actually sounds good. No, they have like, and the cherry's not that bad. Cherry Sprite's not that bad. But they have some weird flavors that they're coming out of Sprite. And they had a cinnamon Coke I seen in Washington, which was weird. And
I tried Coke Black. That was just no.
no.
That was Coke plus coffee.
See, Pepsi Kona, which was their coffee soda that they tried back in the 90s, was amazing. And I don't know why it didn't take off.
Yeah.
Because it was so good.
And now they've got, the Coke coffee shots.
Mm-hmm.
And I just,
One that I had this morning, though, was one of the summertime Mountain Dew flavors, and it's like a pineapple one.
The
that was pretty damn good.
The berry one's not bad. It's just like halfway through it, you're like, this is way too sweet.
And I mean, it is pineapple flavor, so you know what they say about eating pineapple.
I just have to say, as somebody who really likes old stuff, I make a celery soda that is like so good. It does not taste anything like you would expect it to. Like, I can't even really describe it. It's almost, it's like a much more refreshing ginger ale, but it's made with celery seeds. You basically boil celery seeds to get the flavor out of it and make a syrup, and then put that into the carbonate. It was a very popular drink that my great-grandparents used to buy until they couldn't, and then they just started making it. So good.
All right. Well, the child has gone to get food, so let's let Jules stream. Let's say goodbye, and let these people stream hop like the frogs we all are.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Charlie, since you were late, do you want to start?
Sure. Hi, my name is Charlie. I've got a Vela project coming out next week at some time. I don't know when, but there will be a lot of things happening when it does. Like the day I wake up and find out it's launched, my YouTube channel is going to explode. I'm just warning you now. Like I've done stuff. There are things. There are things. So yay for that. We are also doing another Pride anthology, and I'm very excited about it, especially considering how well the last one went on such short notice. This one will be coming out September 25th, so there's much time to get involved in it. It is called Pride After Pride, and the theme is having pride when the world has moved on. And I'm very excited about this.
I'll try to be on time this time. I'll do it ahead of time, so all I gotta do is hit one button and the internet doesn't say screw you, and my power doesn't say screw you.
I don't know. I think your method for the last anthology actually works really well from this one, because it's having an anthology story when the anthology has moved on.
The universe made that one happen the way that happened.
Yeah, I am so proud of the last one. We had several people that was their first ever public story.
Nice.
My first
So,
audio with that story.
a lot of people who have yet to publish anything submitted stories for that, and that I feel very honored that they trusted us with their debut, and I don't know, I love the first one so much, and I can't wait to see what happens with the next one.
The thing I absolutely love about these anthologies is that there is no gating on entry.
Yep.
Anyone who wants to participate is allowed to participate.
Mm-hmm.
It is not like you submit something and someone sends you a rejection letter. Nope, no rejection letters.
Yeah, or that there's like gatekeeping rules even in the beginning, to even to want to submit. I don't know.
Yeah, the only rule is keep your topic, keep it on topic, and don't make it more than 15 minutes because there's a whole anthology to listen to.
And the other thing that was really awesome was the community that watched the videos. I know both on my video and when I went to comment on other people's videos, there were so many wonderful, like, constructive comments, not just like, oh, it was nice, like heartfelt, like people really reacted well to it, and that was really great to see as well, like how many people were touched by the work that we all did. And I think, I am very, very proud to be a part of all this.
Yeah. I feel like this was my first time doing an anthology, so y'all all blew me out of the water on how well we all did, but something about speaking the story felt so much better than I've ever done, ever felt. So, yeah, definitely.
Why do you think I'm making mine a series?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to do a less emotional one, because I had to do so many takes because I would just like start breaking down reading mine. So I'm gonna try to, I don't know, like it's gonna be a silly rom-com or something. I don't know. I need to find something less like gut-wrenching.
Well, like I said, I'm working on episode 2, and for people who listened to episode 1 and remember that there was the hot guy playing football on the corner, episode 2 is their meet cute.
Love a good meet cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's so not done that often anymore. I love meet cutes. All right, Jayce, your outro.
I am Jayce Maxwell. I'm an author of urban fantasy, among other things. I am an editor for Rose City Editing at rosecityediting.com. I do Sims on my... actually, I don't do it on my YouTube channel. I do it on my Twitch channel now because I need to move some gaming stuff over there. I do Vampire the Masquerade, the VTM Mysteries. It's a tabletop RPG with author tubers as players. I do that on Thursday afternoons at noon Eastern. And I do my writing sprints on YouTube 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday afternoons.
All right. And I'm Amber Craft. I write paranormal romance. I don't know what that was that just did that. You can find me every Sunday here, streaming at noon Eastern, whatever time that equals for you. And I will be either Monday or Wednesday soon over on Twitch. So make sure if you haven't found me over there, you do. I'll put that in the description because I don't think I have. And yeah, I think that's all I've got going on right now because I'm just trying to get my life together at this point. But the podcast, The Afterthought, will be starting soon. So I just got to get some people to interview started. So just an FYI, I may or may not be streaming next Sunday. Just depends on what time we get back from the rodeo and Brian. So if I'm not here, I'm sorry. See you next week. If not, see you next week at Sunday. I'm so glad that's happening for you, by the way. not. But hopefully life will get a little better for everybody. But until then, see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.